Difference between last scrimmage and this one?
Well, we had everything in this one, and we had higher expectations for our second group, because they've had 4 or 5 more practices to try to clean some things up. I think we're throwing the ball a little bit better now. The timing's kind of there. We're fighting the injury bug a little bit, but that's, that gave some guys an opportunity to get some reps and show what they could do. So I was pleased with today in that we do have some mistakes to clean up, but they're good coaching plays, and we're going to be able to clean some things up off of the mistakes we may take. Can't put the ball on the ground. We had 3 fumbles. I think if we had any major negatives today, it would be those 3 turnovers. But we did some really nice things athletically and some really positive things from an execution standpoint. So, it's never as bad as good as it seems, and I think we'll go in and make corrections off the film.
How would you assess the way you ran the ball today?
Well, I think with the ones, I thought we got off the football and controlled the line of scrimmage. I think between Swinney and Isaiah Wilder and Scotty Phillips, who were running with the first group, we were downhill, we were physical. I thought we ran with great pad level, and we had some explosive runs today. So with the ones, I was pleased. 2s were a little bit more erratic. Had some good runs, had some things we didn't block up.
Saw Braylon go down with an injury. What other injuries were you guys dealing with offensively?
Yeah, I think Braylon's just a minor hamstring deal, just from the sprint, from the deep route. We've got a couple linemen that are out, some precautionary stuff, and some receivers that are out. So we're just, like I said, that's giving an opportunity for some of the 3s to get in and get some 1 and 2 reps. So that's kind of where we were at today.
You mentioned the explosive runs there, Phil. How advantageous is it for Scotty, just the elusiveness that he shows on those inside runs?
Well, Scotty and Isaiah are similar. I have to really check my eye when I look out there because they look so similar. They run a little bit different, but from a body standpoint, it's hard for me to tell the difference until we get going. But Scotty is extremely decisive. I talked about Jordan Ta'amu being that way when he runs. He's very downhill, north-south, and that's how Scotty is. He's got a really good 5th gear when he wants it. And Isaiah, in the same scenario, might give you a little bit of a move. He's got great change of direction, and I think he runs aggressively too. So it's nice to have some guys that can chase grass.
What do you think of the progression of Matt Corral so far this spring?
Oh, Matt's done a good job. I mean, this is practice, 8 or 9, and he's intelligent. He's got a major competitive streak to him. Might have gone outside the fence today and tried to do more than he really has to. But I think that's just part of being a freshman. We'll be just fine, Matt Corral.
Talk about you mentioned having everything in. What was retention like for the new guys coming back off spring break?
Retention is probably the biggest luxury that we have this year. I said we've got 5 coaches and 37 more coaches coming back that know the system that really weren't comfortable with it last year. So, those 37 guys can turn around and tell the young guys that don't know what's going on, they can coach them. So our guys are coaching, players are coaching players now, and that's a good thing.
How do you feel about the way the tight end position has kind of evolved over the spring?
Well, Coach Harris has done a good job of developing that whole room, and so we just probably going into the spring and going into the fall will have more depth at that position than we did last year. Dawson Knox will return. The emergence of Octavius Cooley and Gabe and Pellerin are having good camps, so I feel comfortable with where we are at the tight end spot right now.
Do you feel like there's anything you know now at this point in practice that you didn't know at the beginning of spring ball?
Well, I think we have some bright spots. Braylon Sanders is a bright spot. Octavius Cooley's a bright spot. We're real happy with the 2 new running backs. I think Royce Newman up front on the O-line and Ben Brown on the O-line have all been bright spots. So those are things that there were question marks about where they were going to be developmentally, and they've all been it's all been positive with those guys right now. So those are probably the new developments for spring ball at this point.
Thank you.